Hey everyone, my name is Curtis Lowe, and the app I made for this project is called the Kitchen Wizard. It's a simple app that helps cooks and bakers, more than anything, make quick conversions from like unit to other unit, and as well as saving recipes and giving them the option to double or triple or half or whatever they need to do to that recipe in case they need to make for a bigger crowd or a smaller crowd, whatever the case may be. So here, as you can see, we have the login screen. I wanted an account to be necessary for this app. That way the recipes can be saved to the actual account instead of the device. And then that also allows, if the user needs to open up the app on a different device and get the recipe, it's just there for them to use. So you can see if you click on the username, it'll bring up the keyboard and the password as well as the keyboard. Pretty standard there. So once the user puts their username and password in to log in, they'll click the login button and it'll take them straight to the conversion screen. I'll explain why I decided to go straight to an actual feature of the app instead of a menu screen in a second. So first, this conversion screen, you can see that here the user will put in their starting unit. I'll decide how many units they have. So in this case, that's at the kilograms, 1 1/4 of a kilogram, and then you can convert it to different, whatever unit you need to do. So one thing that was interesting to see that users weren't sure whether they needed to swipe or click the arrow or whatever they needed to do to actually make this move. So when I actually did, that was on the sketches, so when I made the digital prototype here, I made sure to make these arrows a little more obvious so you can tell exactly what you need to do. For all three sections here, I wanted to make sure that was clear. And then once you have your the conversion all set up that you want to do, you'll hit this convert button and it'll show you right here. Unfortunately, this platform, Marvel, doesn't actually allow you to make the calculations, so I'm not able to show that. One thing that was an issue as well in user testing earlier, one user wasn't sure exactly where it would show the end result. They expected a screen to pop up and show it the conversion in the big number, and I wanted to avoid that. I wanted to avoid unnecessary screens which just lead to more unnecessary tapping and clicks and whatever. So I put a 0 here to start with so you know exactly where to expect the end conversion to show up, and then you don't have to click out of the screen. You can just keep going if you need to do another conversion. So the next thing I had users do was go add in a new recipe, and this is why I decided to leave out a menu screen, a starting screen, because every time the user was able to find this little hamburger icon and find the menu easy. I had absolutely no problems with that. So and they're always able to find the next feature, in this case a new recipe, and they're able to figure out how it works. If you click here, it'll bring up the keyboard as normal. The quantity will actually bring up a number pad because this is the quantity of the unit you're going to put in. So say I need 3, I'd click 3, and then this is actually a drop-down menu. I'd click cups here, and that would bring that in. And then say flour, and then you type in flour, so you have 3 cups of flour. So then you would hit the plus button, and it would bring up another row for you to put in another ingredient and however much of that ingredient. And you just keep going until your recipe is all done. So once that's all done and you have your recipe name filled in, you can click the save button, and it'll save your recipe into your account so you can use it whenever. You can also just half it or double it or triple it, multiply it however you need to. This will bring up a little menu to either quadruple it, whatever you need to do. The app, like I mentioned, also allows you to go into your saved recipes. So here I have a sample one. Here in this menu, if you click the new recipe, it'll go back to the new recipe screen. And if you click here, this is a buttermilk pancakes recipe that my wife likes a lot. And so you can see it's all saved, ready to go. In here, straight from here, you can do whatever multiplications you need to. So you click half, and it'll go and show you exactly half of the ingredients that you need in order to make the pancakes. Or if you want to double it, you have a bigger crowd, it'll show you there. You can go back to original, triple it, same kind of thing. So that's the general premise of the app. And this prototype shows how it works. And like I said, the biggest problems were here in the conversion screen, and I feel like I've addressed most of those issues. And Again, I left out the main menu starting screen just because this was so easy to use already. It just seemed to, I feel like it would more complicate things more to have that there as well. So yeah, that's my app for this project. Let me know what you think.